Alright, we are back with another match. This is going to be the upper bracket this time, and it's going to be a really, really interesting one because we have these two teams that, we know a lot of players from, some streamers as well in here, so this is going to be really, really, really cool. We have Team The Slug with a lot of players we know here, of course. We have some of them in the friends list. And we have Team xrayy wins these every day. Also, a team full of a lot of people that are really recognizable. So, this is the upper bracket, as said. So the winner of this match will go directly to the grand final, which is a best of 5. The grand final is best of 5, that is, and the game we will be playing now is a best of 3. Before that, though, obviously we will see the lower bracket. I guess we call it semi-final.
2 seconds, I need to get swapped, obviously. Thank you. So I think we're ready now, yeah? Sorry for interrupting. I was just...
No problem. By the way, if you would like to check out more of our stuff, both me and my lovely co-caster here, Joachim, we have both Twitch channels. I stream at twitch.tv/rainydayeric, so pretty much the title that you see in the screen or above my name there. And we also have twitch.tv/babyhoudini with 1-3 instead of the B. Just those there. So if you would like to check out more of those, we do some we do a lot of casting and of course some Storm League fun as well with friends. Some hilarious custom games late night. Yeah, we do a lot of dual casting. So yeah. These next matches, though, we are already aware of what maps we are going to play off. We see, I'll just make sure I get these right here. So, out of order, the Slug has banned out Dragonshire and BOE, and xrayy wins this every day, has banned out Cursed Hollow and Tomb of the Spider Queen. So these are a lot different maps or map bans than we saw last time. We had a general sort of like ban away on the like hyper macro maps, but we do see some like Tomb and BOE, which are fairly team fighty. So I mean, we might see a lot more macro plays from this team, and we have picked Volskaya by xrayy wins these every day. So a lot of Volskaya.
Yeah. And let's see, I'm just gonna go to the win ratio statistics here. Show that xrayy has actually a 50% win rate, only played the map twice. Both times it's been picked against them. So, I mean, I understand why we pick up the Volskaya here from the side of the Slug. Probably the weakest map of xrayy, and let's see if if the Slug can take these big boys to a great series here. Hopefully it's going to be a 2-1 for some of them. I would love a 3-mapper.
Yeah. We've had two oaths pretty much 2 times in a row now, so going to the third map and getting a really interesting match. Of course, the last match, or last map, sorry, that we just saw now was really, really close. Like, that could have been either side. We could have gone to a third map there, but just, dang.
Also, obviously, the Slug...
That's the team.
Oh, yeah.
Yemna barely inching that little bit of win out. Just being slightly better than the enemy team.
Oh, there's a problem with the sub, it seems.
Oh.
Damn.
So maybe we can have a little bit of a look on the fan favorites here. Maybe we should pull up the votes on who should win the tournament here, because we have progressed 100%. A little bit further into the tournament. So, oh, okay, we will not look at those. I guess we can present a little bit about. I mean, Division 1 needs to get talked about a lot, doesn't it? So, Division 1, the highest level of play that you can. Yeah, amateur play, but with the prize pool, of course, is being.
Oh, that's Division S. Sorry, it's because that's Division S. We are casting Division 1 here, but Division S has opened a new season.
I'm messing it up. Division S, the highest level, is being again played up for a second season, I believe, and the qualifier signups are now already open. So if you would like to try and participate in the highest level of play, then I mean, you're welcome to try and do so and sign up for that. They're also looking for donations to be able to increase the prize pool, making it a little bit more hype, make it a big event. And of course, these games will be casted on by Heroes Lounge, because these are people that are hosting it, of course. So if you would like to know more about Division S, you can type !Div S in one word, exclamation points Div S in the chat, and you will get a lot of info.
Yeah, and I think, are we ready to go? Okay, there's still problems with the sub. Seems like Max Passion cannot play the off lane from the side of xrayy, so they are trying to get Cope and Beacon in here instead.
Oh.
There's been some problems here. Now xrayy is in here actually.
Well, seems they are solving it. It'd be nice to get the match rolling, of course. So yeah, the winner of this match, as previously mentioned, will go immediately to the grand final. So there's a lot at stake here. Of course, you want to go all the way. You want to win this game. So you want to get to the final, and you want to win it. Of course, that is the nature of competitive play.
Obviously. Maybe we can talk a bit about the maps here. I was just talking about that Volskaya, that xrayy says a 50% win rate over 2 games, and on the other side, the Slug is actually sitting with 100% win rate over 5 games. So their preferred map against like xray's worst map. So I'm really looking forward to see here what the Slug is gonna do here. Why they're so good on this map, what they are gonna bring in, like what kind of strat they're gonna go in with here. I know they like to play what's it called, the ETC a lot. They also tend to favor Sylvanas. Another, like, she's just so good on this map, right? In buffing these turrets up, enabling, like, if you get one pick, you can push something down really quickly because of the train. Like Garage as well, Hanzo's a contested pick on both sides as well. So I'm really looking forward to see what's gonna come in here. It's gonna be probably 2 very different drafts from the 2 games we've just played. Not so much Chromie, I would reckon.
No, not every team has like this, like the Chromie player as we saw in the previous match. But of course, strong hero. It's not unlikely or impossible to see it. But I mean, as we move up here, it will get a lot more. I wonder if we're going to see a lot of like comfort stuff, or we're going to see meta. Of course, it tends to sort of like flow into one thing. You get comfortable on the meta picks, and therefore you play even better. Of course, the higher up you get in level of play, the more you have to play the meta heroes, because there's tiny little differences. Maybe not even like they scale when it comes to higher level play, because you can take advantage of them way more.
Okay, so we are in game now. Actually, it seems like Copen is actually subbing on the side of the Slug instead. Okay. So he's offlaning for them. That's the problem. On the left side, we have xrayy wins these games with first pick. Let's see what they are going to ban out. The Samuro makes sense. Copen is good on the hero. But like, as I said before, right, totally different bans from what we saw in the last series already. What is the response pick or like ban coming out of order here? It's gonna be the Hanzo, maybe? Could be.
Yo, casters, who's the best Samuro in this world? I don't know. I've never heard of any good Samuro players before, so... A little bit of banter, of course, going on in the chat.
1v1 for the win in the series right now, xrayy.
Well, there's a Chromie ban actually coming out. Quite spicy. Slugs, you don't want to deal with that. Alaric, of course, also being super meta, is going to be taken out as well.
I'm really curious why there's not more. I mean, maybe it's not just me, right? It's like the Junkrat pick. We haven't seen it at all. There has not been any focus to it. No bans, no pickups, and especially like we've played so much Volskaya today, right? So I'm wondering if it's gonna come out in this draft. The Malgan is getting banned on the side as well from the Slug. Very, very strong. We saw that in the last series as well. Half a decade really making it work. So we start out with a Li Ming pick here from Kelvin.
Yeah, I mean, Li Ming is always a great hero on most maps, especially this one where there's a lot of open space to be able to put those really, really big orbs and those big missiles in. and we respond with a Blaze. Blaze also super in the meta. It's going to be able to provide that bunker, and Malfurion, great support. Are we going to see Valla here? I would imagine. I know a lot of these people play a lot of Valla, but I mean, I couldn't tell you necessarily. Tyrael as well, coming as a response to the Blaze, or vice versa, I guess you could say.
And also obviously a comfort pick for Wit here. Like, he loves playing that hero, and the Ana with the Li Ming, we've already seen how devastating that combo can be. So I like the draft so far for both teams a lot. Prioritizing and obviously a lot of meta stuff there is the Sylvanas ban.
Yeah, I do know that Galaxy plays Sylvanas. I think he plays it a decent amount as well, if I remember right. So, I mean, Hanzo also coming out as a ban. Big meta pickup, and also really strong with the big arrows. Can, arrow into Blaze-Stun into some damage that's going to come out right now. I'm not entirely sure what their comfort picks are, but...
Yeah, just in general, right? Having such a good engage tool as Hanzo's arrow is on a range damage dealer is insane, right? So obviously they need to ban that out, so they cannot like an arrow into a Blaze. But the first Zeratul pickup in this entire cup, actually, we've seen today, that's hyped. That's super good. I like this pickup here.
Yeah, I mean, Zeratul versus a Li Ming versus an Ana can be strong. We're very likely to see sort of the, what's it called, the Seeker in the Dark build focused on the W, I would imagine, and not any Void Prism. I think there will be 2 spicy Greymane and Rex are coming out here. Really strong heroes as well.
Yeah, are we to finish off the draft?
I don't think we're going to see Curse Bullet here. We should go for the Throat, unless they get like a Sleep Dart with Ana onto like a Rexar stun, and then they combo with Li Ming Curse Bullet, but...
If they go for the percentage damage on the Ana Sleep Dart, right? You can hit the Sleep Dart, then connect the Curse Bullet to wake them up, and then instantly they take nearly 50% of their health in damage, which could be a very strong setup. There it is. There is the Junkrat. I've been looking forward to this all day. I mean, I love this draft from the side. Both sides actually. Are just so many spicy picks from the Slug, and a lot of picks we haven't seen as well, obviously. Really high execution, though, on the Zeratul, obviously, and also if Junkrat gets caught out of position once, he's basically paper right. 1 Li Ming combo and a Greymane jump in, and he's dead.
Also, with the draft that xrayy has here, I mean, you could put the Misha to sort of like play like trap duty, get all the Junkrat traps out of the way, but of course that does stop your Brave from being able to do a lot of the stun setups, but...
The sanctifications are going to be huge, though. The sanctifications are going to be so huge here. Obviously, if you can time it with them to counter the Mosh Pit or counter the... I mean, I don't know if we're going to see Twilight Dream here or... what's it called? Tranquility picked up from the side of Malfurion.
Yeah, we could see both. I would imagine Trank is not going to get huge value due to the burst.
Yeah, it seems like both teams have really good burst damage, right? And like one short fights where they get a pick or 2.
Yeah. I mean, Tyrael as well, when he jumps in, could be able to just pop a nice little Twilight Dream there and just take him out of the game.
Yeah, 100%. Yes. The boys in blue.
The boys in blue. So, for Team xrayy wins these always, or anyways, one of the 2. We have Blar, DNA Blar that is, on the Rexar. We have team, or player DNA Galaxy on the Greymane, xrayy on the Ana, GN Kelvin on the Li Ming, and Wit playing the Tyrael.
And on the red side, we have Freaks fighting himself on the ETC out of order, playing Malfurion, Zeratul being played by Halcyon, Blaze by Copen, and then Copenhagen, obviously, and then Junkrat being played by Lopaka, I guess. Lopaka.
You get these difficult names, and I get some of the easier ones. Really nice.
So we get the Block Party in ETC here, obviously very strong into the Greymane, denying a lot of his initial burst coming out from his auto attacks. Gonna make it harder for xrayy to start burning down the front line before they can go in. And this is also why Junkrat is so fantastic, right? His wave clear that he provides is just uncontested.
Yeah.
We already see how much that does in the rotation from the side of the red team.
have the move unseen here from the Zeratul as well. It's likely to go into the 13 where you get a little bit of shield extra, as a good synergy between the teams, and also allowing you to basically just, if you get a little away just for like a couple of seconds, you'll instantly get the stealth back, and then you'll also get the 30% movement speed.
Works very well with the Seeker and the Dark on 7 as well, right? Getting that 30% movement speed to get out, and right when that stops, your cloak is gonna tick in and give you that 30% continue to basically perma-mounted.
Yeah. Wave clear talent as well coming in for a Rexar. They do seem to lack a little bit on wave clear before that, so it's a good pickup here, I can imagine. Also, again, another sleep dart talent, Slumber Shells. Are we going to see the full sleep build from Alma? I should see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Antinate doesn't have that much impact into the team where the healing is more sustained, as is the nature of how Malfurion works, right? And also Blaze, but it's not a backbreaker. We actually see here in the middle Anna getting taken out, and this is gonna be, this is a spicy invade on the point, super contested. All turrets are out, both tanks dropping very low from both teams, but it is the Slug that ends up collecting the healing item. Great zone control there, Shona.
Yeah, the kill on that Alma beforehand was really, really huge. They basically caught her at the gate there and just killed her with 3-4 people, and then, just like, okay, beeline for the support camp. We know that they're there. We want to contest that. Even if we pop a turret, even if somebody gives us nice, they have one fewer.
They have no sustain, Ryan. It's exactly, and especially like it's not even that a DPS is gone. It's basically the entire sustain that's away there. So they just need to take a slow fight as they did, out sustain them, and then pick up the item. Well played there by the Slug. We see Rexar pressuring the Blaze in a bit here on the bot lane as well, getting some wall damage. It's not going to be a lot though, just because Blaze is Blaze.
Blaze is Blaze is Blaze. Of course, Rexar is a strong solo laner, but not likely to kill off a Blaze with a really high health pool and main tank according to Blizzard himself. So
yeah.
So we actually don't have the trap talent on level 4 for Junker here. Actually going for what's called Boom Power, trying to get a lot more Ws in. Like W into Slide, into Stun, into Root. Could be a lot of plays there instead of going with the trap, thinking that they have enough CC here. They also don't have like super hard, like blow up damage. So like Zeratul and Junkrat, it's not like a Lee Ming or like a Grey Ming or something like that, or one of the more like traditional mages like Jaina KT. So maybe they don't need the season. They want more like get somebody really far out of position. So
100%, 100%. I like that. That's a really good breakdown of this talent choice built by Jugger, right? This is where Tyrael really shines for, right? He's the sustain on the side of xrayy, and like the tankiness of the tanky nature of Tyrael with the shields, also obviously AoE shields coming out. You have Misha as well, really, really big body on the point. So you have really, really good point control here, whereas ETC is more, focused around using his cooldowns correctly, like with threatening of just his spells being off cooldown, but his body in itself is actually really, really like super squishy considering he's a main tank, Brian. Obviously they do have a Blaze, but unless they want to fight, I really think that blue always are gonna get these blue team always gonna get the points. Oh, Halcyon had DC problems apparently.
Yeah, we're just
double phone call.
Sure. Yeah, we're playing on the dial-up internet, so of course, if somebody gets a phone call, internet issues will ensue. I'm only joking, of course. That is the throwback. I didn't even live at that point, I think. Never experienced that, so still can reference it, though, of course. Back in the days, we seem to be ready to go
into the game again. So yeah, I mean, at least ETC needs some pressure right with him to walk up. Obviously, Malfurion provides that with the root, but without any DPS to follow up, it's unlikely that blue are going to give a point at all.
Yeah, the boys in blue.
But the red team has picked up the 7 talents. This is exactly what I was saying, right, with cooldowns. It's like the threat of ETC is only his cooldowns, and like connecting a stun chain like that is just devastating. Great root coming down, and then obviously the Blaze connecting his stun right when like at the perfect timing as well, just giving with no time to react, and
a lot of
blowing up the turret.
a lot of expected talents here. We get the Calamity, of course, coming in from Leeming. Night Terrors for Ana, I do believe that's it. Yeah, that is the 7th talent. More movement speed from Tyrael as well. It's going to help those auto attacks from
and attack speed.
Greymane. Yeah, and attack speed, yeah. And then the W build from Zeratul. No really, big surprises there with the cleanse from Mouth. It's going to be... And also, Bog down, so slow on the W. Would like to have a look at this team fight for us.
Yeah, so we see, like, again, a great, such a great sleep in, like, just setting up the engage for the team in blue. Or actually giving away the healing camp, because Kogan can't really shuffle the items between them. So huge misplay coming out from the side of the Slug, sadly. Not really communicating who's going to take what items, but really, you see it's the sleep dart setup, right? Then the miss is done, everything just dies here. It's, yeah, it's devastating. A good Ana is like, just in general, having CC tools and ranged characters is amazing, right? Yeah. Great dodge coming out from Li Ming here on Power Slide. Kelvin just dodging freaks like it. So easy. What's happening mid here? We have the turret being popped by the blue team.
Early turret, but 99% for both teams, so the fight is not planning to continue for a whole lot. Both the turrets being popped out. Actually, Rex are being really caught out there. Junkrat booping in upwards, allowing Zeratul to get a lot of poke and a lot of kill on that hero. But Blaze getting hit by the sleep dart and the immediate leaving follow-up, basically just ruining his entire day there. Junkrat trying to get a few more bog downs on the board. The Terra is just hammering away at these heroes. Look at that. Will be able to be taken out though. And they will have to retreat off the point. That will be a Protector going over to the Slugs. Got to go immediately mid here as well.
Yeah, great counter kill there. Being able to secure the Protector only from that. But this Junkrat, I mean, it shows why you have to respect the concussion mine. Can be so deadly, right? Just repositioning heroes and also throwing them away from the team, obviously. If you're connected on like a squishy target and they get booped into a bad situation, it's just gonna be insta-kill.
I really like what Junkrat's doing here. He's basically popping the W on the Protector. Of course, it doesn't push him away, but it does give him that 25% extra damage bonus, allowing him to do even more to the Protector and stopping their attack.
Agreed. Really nice pressure on the Protector here, and Blaze obviously solo double soaking. Meanwhile,
should we have a look at the ultimate choices here
100%.
For both teams? A lot of standard stuff going out there. Of course, the Leeming needs the nano boost here, so we'll see that. And Sanctification is going to be able to stop and engage, and Bunk Group being able to respond there. Twilight Dream.
All the Sanctification denying the Riptide, but that's a good cooldown trade coming out from the red team. Trading what is it, 80-second cooldown or something, I think? 75 maybe? For a 100-second cooldown.
Of course, there's not only the timers that are important for the cooldowns, it's also the strength of them, because of course some heroes have like better kits and lower ultimates, and then some other heroes have like better ultimates and
yeah, less impactful
kits. Yeah, less impactful.
100%. Also, obviously, the wave of force coming out from Li Ming being able to cancel the mush pit, so Freak's gonna be able to has to play around that. Oh, Zeratul taking a lot of damage here, getting hit by the anti. Bunker is going down and Blazes inside of it. Both turrets are being popped here, but the red turret goes down, and the red team needs to escape here. They have to go back, or they are gonna. Oh, we see a huge Twilight Dream out from. But it is not enough as Blazes going down. But 5-man Twilight Dream and Galaxy is surviving with a sliver of his maximum HP. Great job here from the team in blue. But I like both these drafts really also scale super hard, right? We have on the right side, obviously, Zeratul just becoming insane the later the game goes. He's actually getting caught out here, and Li Ming finished him up with a quick wave of force. Take him out.
Yeah. Trying to get a quick pick onto the Rexar after ETC slide. It's not going to be allowed because Li Ming's going to just immediately punish that, picking up the kill. It's a good response there.
The XP lead going really to in favor of the blue team.
Lab camp being taken out for xrayy wins these. Is it every day or is it? I do believe it's every day. Yes, it's every day. Okay, I got it right the first. Nice. Oh, are we going to see a spicy invade? Junkrat Trap is, of course, on top of it. ETC sliding in. Hopefully, it's not going to get caught out. Dodging. Nice. Dodge on the leaving orb there. Going to stop a lot of that damage. Junkrat will pot, though. They can simply back off here with the Tyrael Smite. Bear taking 25% damage. Doesn't care. He's full HP after 2 seconds.
So yeah, Twilight Drink just coming off cooldown, but obviously with blue team sitting with heroic more than red team and a talent 0 up, so they are gonna have to pressure the top lane here. We have been talking about it when we've seen it a lot today as well, like the sieging capabilities of Greymane if less uncontested. Oh, here is a big Junkrat trap though. Huge CC chain coming. Really nicely pulled off here and just setting up kills. So great, and this is the fight that all the nano boosts coming in. Can Kelvin get something done here? The mosh pit going out, connecting no one. Kelvin landing a double stun here. The sanctification in response with bunker popping now. Jungle is going low, and he's probably gonna fall. No, a great concussion mine there to save him off. Meanwhile, on the top, it's gonna be a full disengage from both teams. No, oh, that was really close.
Junkrat's playing with Reaper Air as well, so that allowed them to, get that 50% increased knockback range and get away from the grasps of the enemy team here. So, really close team fight. No team member of either side going down. That's really interesting. A lot of ults being used for both. So we popped the Nano Boost, they popped the Sank, they popped the Mosh Pit, Twilight Dream, everything, but Li Ming just scooted away, Like, once they saw the Nano Boost, they were like, okay, we need to mosh this. We need to mosh this right now. Else everyone will just die,
It's super, I mean, it's kind of the only, they have so few mosh pit interrupts on the side of the blue team, and Li Ming being obviously one of the real big ones, so both catching her while a nano boost is on and removing one of the, obviously, removing one of the interrupts is a great play here from Freak. Sadly, he doesn't connect it to the Li Ming. This is a great pulse light going in for Wit, but he is on Tyrael, so he's going to be just fine here.
Double sleep.
Double sleep. Are we gonna see the blue team here going for 16? Or are they gonna contest immediately? They are gonna contest immediately here. 15 seconds on Sanct still though.
Other than that, all ults are up for both teams. Actually, Mosh Pit 24 seconds. Not gonna be able to be used in this fight, likely, unless it gets taken down. So, Circle putting a lot of poke on the Rex. Our Sleep Dart coming in. Junkrat's popping ult now to try and peel. Greymane's a little bit far out, but manages to scoot away before he gets slid here. Force coming out on the enemy team. We're likely to see a Harnegage here. Leaving, coming in with the Nano Boost. Almost hits that Malfurion, but not quite. Blaze popping the bunker. Not wanting to get reset on.
But great play here from Halcyon, right? Realizing the pressure coming out. And then focusing on the Li Ming. Oh, insane sanctification going down, saving Anna. What a great mosh pit on top of that, and then the Twilight Dream. This is absolutely chaos at this point, where so many also being used. Such a great use. Yeah. Oh my god, great team fight from both sides. I was just about to say, when Li Ming gets boosted like that, I really like that the Halcyon goes up and, pressures her super hard, forcing her kind of bang. He is looking though, he is looking for but he is backing off, and the Protector actually goes to the Slug, and with this they're nearly equal in XP, so at this point it's basically everyone's game to win. Oh, the Halcyon! Big boy!
He's actually went for Mending Strikes as well, not the other trait talent here. Of course, they don't necessarily synergize, it just makes the trait talent better than it already is, so I mean, it's definitely not a necessity to have to pick that. Of course, Mending Strikes is a super strong talent. Sertul gets a lot of damage, especially when you get those psionic strengths stacked up.
Yeah, and that's really the key, right? Getting that stack up to 30% extra damage coming out and then comboing like he did on that Li Ming. Greymane is going to find himself in a lot of trouble here as well. And he is going to fall. Actually, all the active reload healing so much, but not enough. I mean, a Greymane versus 5 team members. What can you do? But great place by the end though.
What can you do? So, a fort here, but a fort being taken out by the minions in the top lane as well. So it's a really even match so far. It's just slight structural advantage for the blue. Oh, wow! The Sleep Dart instantly popping the Nano Boost on Li Ming.
Jesus Christ, and this is gonna be, Copen actually finds himself in a really, really nice disengage here, sliding towards the conveyor belt and getting out that way. Or is, with his on them, he's gonna slow them, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. This should be a free road. No, Li Ming! Oh, the silence! I'm stunned! Zeratul, can you kill her? Cannot. This is probably all freaks. Can he use the bunker? Can he get back? He is actually getting back in. Huge sanctification being put there. They're really committing the blue team for a kill here. But they're not finding any amazing disengage coming out from the red team here.
Wow. That was an insane team fight.
Meanwhile, Rexa... Sorry, I was just thinking about like the map. Look at the map here right now, how blue it is painted, right? Mid lane is pressured. You got the top 4 as well with Rexa, and you got a lot of experience there. So really, I just want to give credits to the offlane player here from the side of xrayy wins these every day.
Yeah. What to say, it seems just in general, these team fights, like, there's basically nobody that dies in every team fight. You just trade a lot of cooldowns and people go into the bunker, out of the bunker, they dodge a lot of skill shots, and then, you know, people don't die, and then they back off because they realize they can't fight, you know, they don't just fight till they die.
Yeah, imagine actually using the bunker.
Junkrat ult coming out is gonna be able to not give them a reset because that's not on the team of the Li Ming. Of course, Li Ming being caught super hard. It basically teleports out just in time. The Blaze is having a lot of slow.
But the smelling sand saving her. That's an amazing cure for the Ella. Oh, strong bunker, yeah.
The triple people in the bunker just firing that flame out of it. Insane.
But amazing plays by xrayy here, actually. I don't know if you saw the stun chain coming down to Li Ming. She was 100% dead, but then the smelling salts on 13, which removes these stuns and gives armor, just saves her, makes her able to pop out with teleport instantly. Obviously getting picked off later. But great plays coming out from the side of that Ana as well.
Yeah.
Excellent. And at this point, like both teams are probably just gonna look for 20 here, right? There's not really a lot to do on the map, and none of the teams can really push hard in here with the layout of the map right now. Junkrat cleaning lanes as he's supposed to, and actually the red team are kinda moving towards the mid lane, maybe getting some pressure in on the front, but I don't think they're gonna commit to it. No, they're not. Just one red 20 for the up G.
Yeah, I wonder who has the better 20s here. That could... Junkrat is obviously amazing with 20. I think we're gonna see like the upgraded Ripfire, just get like a bunch more, just, you know, constant ults down. It's a really, really strong talent. Of course, Q used to be the meta with the previous build. Zeratul just being absolutely Alma just being absolutely destroyed by the Zeratul, yeah.
And just entire team really nice, but actually getting killed mid-air from the Junkrat activating his nothing, and then the lands on AA.
But what I was going to say is that Zeratul's 20, the upgraded Might of the Neresim, I can't think of the name right at the top
Twilight
of my head.
Falls.
Twilight Falls, just giving a full reset on all your abilities, allowing you to just one-shot most targets. Of course, there will be support to help the target, but it's like all the Junkrat jumping away, trying to get close to the target. If you see barely missing slide, and that means Wit is going to be all dodging their route as well. That slight little step not allowing Malphal to hit his route.
Yeah, but we see, like, I mean, Red has point control right now, but look at the map pressure coming out from the blue side. Mid fort is falling very low, and soon catapults and camp are knocking on the top keep. While this happens, there is a big team fight going down on the camp. I don't know if Wit was trying to cancel his ultimate, but it got, sorry, not cancelled, casted. We have the Riptire reset from Junkrat.
Yeah, only hit one target though, so it's only gonna get 25 seconds level cooldown on the 75. Still 50 seconds though, I mean, it's a lot of CDR just for hitting one target. Ooh, this is a talent you don't see on Mafia a lot. Lunar Shower, that's a really spicy one. Of course, most people will play Tranquility, so you get the upgraded Tranquility. So maybe it's a bit of a toss-up, like, do you really want to like have the upgraded Twilight Dream? The teleport seems kind of YOLO, you know? Then you have the Q talent there for like 10% of health. It's not necessarily a good talent, so I guess Lunar Shower is the way to go if you are playing Twilight Dream, and in this scenario, for instance, Hunter's Blunderbuss and Kill Commands as well, just gonna be able to just shred. And we do have the Executioner this time for Greymane.
Holy Arena as well coming out, and then Infusion obviously on the Li Ming, and maybe she's gonna be able to find some picks with this Repulsion now picked up on her side. Being able to reposition people. Or we see Zeratul going in, but not finding a pick here. Nano Boost is coming out though, and Li Ming is not finding any picks with it, so this is going to be a keep from the side of the Slug, and they can retreat safely here. Or they want more, though. They do want more. They know the nano boost is down. And they have all their ults up. Oh, the teleport into... But amazing counter and very, very strong syncopation coming out from Whip. And actually result in a counter kill from the blue team. Red committing super hard to the core here. I do like they cannot end here. This is going to be a full team ride. Unless Seroto makes it up. The repulsion value, we see it right there. And at this point, this is just going to be one big stagger run.
That's a 5-man team wipe, and the top lane
is pushed in.
Have a look at it. Is pushed in. This is very likely to be game here, because these teams are not going to go for the camps right now.
Obviously,
they are know just going to beeline for this keep here, or no, sorry, not this keep. This core double catapult. They have a camp, so this is not going to be able to die within any sort of time. And I mean, 20 to 40 seconds for all 5 team members. This is one of the easiest ends you can have. You also have none of this stuff, so...
Yeah, obviously also the Tyrael attack speed on the Greymane is going to be huge here. Greymane attack speed in itself. Yeah, that was...
There are camps up still, though. I don't know.
Yeah, true. That's what I was saying about, like, the blue team just prepping up so well for the map, right? And then the red team underestimating the blue team's teamfight power. Obviously, a great sanctification coming out from Red. With saving his entire team, denying the Riptides one, then they find the counter pick on the Junkrat. So super well played, very nicely executed last team fight from the blue side, and that makes it so xrayy is gonna be in the lead here, 1-0 in the winner bracket. Sorry, upper bracket.
That whole thing started with the mosh pit that was going to hit, I think, 4 targets even, but Leeming was still, the only inch up they had was still out of, like, the mosh pit. Basically just allowing all 4 targets to, get, yeeted out of the mosh pit. And then after that, just the Riptide deny, like 2 thingies, or 2 ultimates there, being just denied really perfectly by them. And that literally saved the entire game, because that would have been probably 100%. A 4-man team wipe.
100%. Amazing plays here. Really, it's such a joy to see people at this level play around their abilities and not just using them, bottom mashing or when it's off cooldown, but really waiting for just the right time, getting that maximum value. Like, this is really the beauty of HOTS, right? And it's seeing moments like this is what makes you want to play the game as well.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I mean, I could
plays like this yourself. Probably.
I would not be able to play at this level. Wow. Those are some epic plays. And of course, really back and forth. That, again, it went from, like, one team is ending till amazing defense into, like, a full-man team wipe into just beeline on the other side of the map. Those are these huge combat mechanics in these, like, really high-level games. It's all, like, super-duper close.
But support camp...
Support camp was up still now.
Oh, welcome to Storm League.
Welcome to Storm League. It's still fun, but of course.
Actually, Angela was saying something correctly. Like, since Potion was so good this time when in the mid keep and was blown up ASAP, that's also really good. Obviously, I don't know if it's true, but if that's correct, obviously repulsion, or like being able to reposition the Riptide is huge here as well. Amazing.
Because the Riptide, it gets the splash damage from the heroes. I mean, obviously there was no heroes in range, and it was a little bit hard to tell there at the end. There was so much going on, but I mean, probably happened. I mean, might see a clip of that later on, because that was really huge. So it's 100%. Possible to have it watched over again. Of course, you can go back into the VOD and watch it yourself.
And that actually makes it so the Slug is not 100% win rate on the Sky anymore. I mean, it looked for a long time like they were to take the win, but xrayy taking a map away from them, and I'm looking forward to see what's going to be the response here. Okay, so we're actually seeing Sky Temple first time today being picked by the Slug. So I'm looking forward to see some really spicy macro here.
I mean, it was banned out. I'm not sure if it was banned out in both of those games, but I know it was banned out in one of them. So that's, of course, why you're not seeing it, because the other teams really like the teamfight maps. But of course, here we see a lot more of the more macro style oriented stuff. So gonna
That's
be
great, man.
spicy.
I mean, obviously, when you play offlane, you're appreciating that a lot, right? Good macro play.
Yeah.
I
mean,
and I
spicy in
mean,
general.
yeah, it's just so beautiful. Like watching the game unfold itself, right? You just pressure the lanes at the exact right point, and just seeing your opponents getting outplayed by the map, just slowly creeping in and getting more and more value. So this is one of the maps where if you get some good pushing in early game, you can obviously just trade objectives because of the way the map works. Obviously, you have to fight over someone. There's only one spawning at a time, but like if you're in the lead structure-wise and 2 objective spawns, there's no reason to fight. So this map it's really weirdly designed in that way, right? But HOTS is a hero brawler, but Sky Temple actually kind of tends toward favoring teams with really strong macro play and like drafts that don't necessarily fight.
Yeah, I mean, you can just trade objectives. You can just, they're like, get us one structure lead or something like that, and just keep on trading. And then when like team is at the top lane, team is doing a camp, like maybe just go into the boss, sneak that away. Once you get the boss tends to spawn at such a time, then it's like, okay, they have to defend the boss. They can go take the temples afterwards. A lot of like back and forth and a lot of big macro decisions that you have to make for your team. So
100%. And also, that was just what I was about to say, right? The boss is the place where you can force these 5v5s, though. But that makes heroes such as spells that insanely strong on this map. You both have the global aspect, you have the bribe macro, right? In there, and you also have the boss control with the Gust. Obviously, also you have the disengage control with the Gust. So Falstad, an amazing hero on this map. And Tyrael as well, giving amazing, obviously, sanctification on boss. And if you go into the Holy Ground, I don't think we'll see it, but Holy Ground also obviously providing boss control.
Yeah.
We're ready. Cast is ready.
Yeah, we're pretty much ready.
There we go. So, Chris, thank you. I'm looking forward to see these drafts. A Ceratul could be picked up again here. I mean, having a Ceratul running around here pretty scary for the enemy since it's such a big map, right? You can find picks if like from supports going for, if you see a Rhaegar, for instance, going for a camp and you have a Ceratul just going in invade there. I've seen that earlier today in the form of the Lucio, though. The Ceratul definitely a good pick here as well, just for controlling rotation, controlling vision on top, and hence controlling the map. I'm wondering if we can see Malfail or something come out here, like a hero with strong, I mean, kind of pseudo-global with on a pale horse ride. Also, obviously, amazing wave clear, amazing camp clear. And if that is the case, I would probably ban out the Ceratul on the other side, if it's coming out from the blue team, at least. Just because Ceratul finding a space. Sorry, yeah, I can go on.
Sorry, I shouldn't interrupt. If you'd like to bet which team is gonna be winning this next map here, not the match, of course, not the entire thing, then you can do exclamation point, bet space the team you want to win, or not want to win, bet on winning, A or B, A for left team, B for right team, and then space the amount of points you have. So that was exclamation point, space, or exclamation point, bet space A or B, and then space the amount of points. So Samuraban being banned out again, and we see a response draft by banning out nobody. Maybe that's a Deathwing ban. I don't know. Call it that. Of course, we're all hyped for Deathwing's going to come out soon. Soon to
Hashtag. Yeah. You'll see, obviously. And the Tracer ban coming out here. Also, really good map for Tracer, right? She likes the open battlefields where she can like dance around her opponents, obviously. Like wearing down the front line and then going in for the kill with full spawn, or getting a pick on the back line if you have that. So I like this. It's kind of. I mean, I don't know who would play Tracer from the other side, but I like this ban. But no Abathur ban, actually. Abathur getting led through this draft, and he is amazing on this map. Cannot overstate how strong Abathur is on this map. First of all, he kind of counters the objective right with Mule, obviously, healing up the buildings, and just having this global hat as well.
Yeah.
Side soak as well, obviously.
Tracer Abamalf, that's already like really, really scary, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you don't really want to deal with that shit. Alarak, Morgana though. Of course, they banned Alarak last time, and then they also banned Morgana. So here's two of, clearly they want these heroes like a lot, because they're just like, you know what? Oh, you didn't ban it? Like this, okay, you know?
Yeah. Just
Probably
snapping
want them. Yeah, just get them quick.
Are we gonna see Material as a response over here? So that is.
We have a cleanse, so that's already a good start. But we need heroes that don't get one shot. Garrosh tends to not get one shot, and Leeming, of course, long range heroes not gonna be able to necessarily get picked off by this team.
And Garrosh strong into the Alarak as well, right? Like
Yeah,
it kind of goes back and forth.
be.
Both of them kind of controls each other. But if I mean, on a huge map like this where you can really play around vision, you should be able to find some good picks with the Garrosh if you set up the map smartly. So I like this pickup. Also, refreshing to see like a Garrosh draft here.
Yeah, we have seen him banned out quite a lot, haven't we? Sylvanas being banned out this time as well.
Makes sense.
Yeah, don't want to face that, do they? Greymane is still up. Might see a ban. Of course, Greymane's, quite decent to Morganis. Of course, if he doesn't inch up the Iska Wolfart, that might be the level 10. I'm not entirely sure. The auto attack speeds that you have to keep up, of course, Morganis can stop that, but generally AA can be very strong. Just try and, get down Morganis' HP.
And also fast AA. So, I mean, that also makes sense spanning Tracer, right? Because you're probably going to go Winged Guard on level 1. Oh, and there we see both the Malthael and the Falstad coming out, so taking heavily into like hard macro. I really like these two pickups here. Strong heroes. Also, obviously, Malthael insanely strong into the Garrosh. We talked about it in earlier games, but just for new viewers, obviously Malthael deals percentage damage, and Garrosh gets more and more armor the lower health he has. But when he falls under a certain threshold, 33%, Malthael is going to be able to one-shot him with his ultimate, which deals damage. Oh, and then we have the counter with the bunker, right? So if Malthael lands a ult, they bunker, and then they enter the bunker. On paper, obviously, it's way harder pulling that off in reality. And Hanzo also getting left through here. Picked up for the first time today. Did we? We saw it in one game. The first game today, actually. Second game of the first series today, sorry.
Full step with Mighty Gust, of course, is going to be able to provide some boss control for them. Could also be huge. Or the Hinterland Blast. We never know. Could be some spicy stuff. We've seen it. Seen the memes happen. Of course, these tournaments are a bit more, say, like, not high profile, but like, it's a lot on stake. People are competitive, so nano boosted Hinterland Blast, probably not the likeliest thing to see, but never know.
You never know.
So this is a one-shot draft for the most part, doesn't it? Look like that. Who are they going to nano here? I mean, you have nano Malthael, but that sort of seems like not the most likely thing. It's sort of like what you do in Storm League, like nano the Malthael comes in with Tormented Souls. But that's not really the general style that these teams like to play with. They like to, get a CC on one target, and then just instantly kill that. And then just keep on going, and roll off from there. So, Alarak, nano, could be, what's the other ult called? The sniper ult?
But, Iforus?
Iforus. That could be a thing, I guess. Do have a global? They might,
Obviously,
I don't think place with it, but
can be really good as well. But where now? Maybe you wanna do the thingy?
Yeah, the thingy introducing the teams. Okay, on Leeming we have GN Kelvin, and on the Rigger we have xrayy, and for Wit is playing the Garrosh, DNA Galaxy is playing the Hanzo, and DNA Ablar is playing the Blaze.
This time finding himself on Morganis' Freaks in the red. Falstad being played by Halcyon, Malthael by Copen, Harkin, and out of order on the Ana, and Alarak being played by Lopaka. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correct. So nothing really strikes me out here. Actually, we see Death's Reach on the Malthael instead of going for Pale, so we might see some spicy Tormented Souls stuff going down here. Already taking into a W talent is really like, obviously when you activate Tormented Souls, it resets the cooldown of your W, and when it expires, it resets the cooldown as well. So
it's not just super unlikely. You would see Pale Horse for the most time on this map if you weren't going for some sort of Tormented Soul setup. So it's not super out of whack, but I mean, could just be like to reach the Leeming, to reach the...
Yeah. Could be. I'm just figuring out there as well. It is like in so build. Oh, Garrosh connecting his Q onto Halcyon in the barrel roll. Amazing job there by the Garrosh, but the damage isn't there to confirm the kill. Meanwhile, camps are being taken on both sides. So we actually see invade here coming from the blue team, but Morgana Sleep's gonna stop them.
Yeah, really close. He's falling fairly low though, so it could have been a spicy invade, but it's not gonna happen. The top lane though, Blaze into Malthael. Blaze seems like he'll have a rough time dealing with that. It's the big counter, isn't it? You that are the professional solo laner here.
Yeah, 100%. Like such a good. Obviously, low damage, high health targets are always good for Malthael playing into. We see them taking up the hard camp here. I like this play. Hopefully, we are gonna. Oh, that's a. How did that happen?
He wolf lunged over, and also the Garrosh going down with tanking too many tower shots. He was just barely sitting on the wall. The Reg was like going in for that last little woof, that little bite at the end, and then going straight over the wall. That is very unfortunate, but.
And then obviously Garrosh trying to tank the tower shots while they work on getting the wall down to get the Rhaegar out in time. But Halcyon falling low here. Galaxy working in the shots on this chicken. Meanwhile on top lane, I really like this pushing in the. I mean, if we can get some damage in on the top wall, it could be amazing. And getting the top up G, obviously getting more structure damage on the top, maybe even taking down the entire fort, but. No wall is going down here, so that is mostly unlikely.
Yeah, Rhaegar Blaze having really good wave players, not going to be able to, you know. Oh, getting another combo here on top of the Blaze. Do we have? Is the question. Yes, we do have Show of Force. Obviously, trying to get a couple of stacks on that to be able to scale into the late game. We do have a Black Harvest though coming in for Malthael. Hello, this is Tormented Souls. Sure.
Maybe it is. Yeah, I mean.
Oh my god, I would love it.
Yeah, you know, it's more the excitement of it that says to me as well. It's gonna be obviously your ult is really strong, but it would be amazing to see.
I mean, do you need Tormented Souls if you go Nano on Malthael? If you go Black Harvest, it's not necessarily.
Nope. Working in these good big boy W's, touching everything, Copen here. Finding himself very low but out of order, is able to keep him alive. Meanwhile, on top up G though, Blaze has been taking the entire objective right now, so great play here coming out from the blue side, distracting them in the middle while they are taking up top themselves.
Really close though, almost getting a couple of pickups there, but Rhaegar being able to keep the targets a little bit, or alive a little bit longer, I should say.
Maybe we should look at some of the talents on the stacks here coming out, so also going into the W build. Obviously, with 6 stacks sitting on the symbol geometry. Blaze over halfway through completing his level 1 quest, obviously giving him unstoppable. Really great. We're talking about point control, right, and boss control. And if Falstad decides to gust that and you have the Blaze on it, if he is able to activate the unstoppable in time, obviously Garrosh is unstoppable as well. So great boss control into the gust there.
I think this settles it. Malthael went for a massacre, allowing him to apply the Reaper's Mark on people around the target he Ws. That tells me that he is still going into the kill ult. All the names of all the ults right now are just escaping me.
The kill ult. The ult that deals damage.
The ult that deals damage.
Last rights.
The last health of the enemy team.
Yeah.
So yeah, last rights likely to be picked up here, and you know. It's into Garrosh, it's into Blaze. Of course, they are going to have a bunker to be able to... it's a short timer to react, though. Like, okay, Garrosh gets last righted, or however you want to call it, and then you pop the bunker. Is it going to be able to just, you know, sneak in there in time? Have to have very good reaction time, so of course it can save itself with it.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's a given, right? Like, you cannot use it on Blaze if bunker's off cooldown. Or he's just going to... obviously, if it's a trade you want to make, it's good. But we have Sick 5-hit coming out in the Twitch chat. Obviously, the plan is to get a 5-man gust into perfect 30 hits of Horus on the whole team. I like that plan. That's a great play coming out there. From Ramen. Great name as well.
Rhaegar, I'm not entirely sure. So somebody's saying like Rhaegar is picking no cleanse into the enemy team. We do have the Morgana's sleep, and we have the Alrak pull in, and we might have a gust. There is some CC that might be valuable to be able to be cleansed there. It's also just general slows.
Obviously, cleanse is just amazing. I mean, there's no way you would go. What would you like? What's the wolf talent that gives you cooldown reduction or something?
I mean, it can be okay. I mean, if there's no CC at all, the wolf is the better talent, but we do have some important CC. Like especially Morgana's can be a really annoying hero.
By the way, I'm just saying, if you look at the ultimate talent for the aspect of death here, we are seeing the tormented souls coming out. So that is spicy. Oh, and there is an arrow traveling all the way to NA while Freaks finally counter engage with a great sleep here. Is he gonna be able to also all the blood loss for the full meme value?
Yes. Oh, Malfell going very far in, puts the mark on top. Naming is going to go down as well. That's a 1-for-1. Oh my, this is so memey. I love this match. We're only missing health swap at this point, aren't we?
Dark conversion then would be perfect. Or dark conversion into last rites below.
So I guess, I mean, that is just for the disengage, isn't it? So, I mean, Ancestral is amazing. It's a really good ult, but if the enemy team is just generally centered around AoE damage with that Malfell, then, I mean, disengaging with Bloodlust, I mean, it seems like a perfectly fine tech pickup to me.
Yeah, sure thing. Sorry, I was watching the Twitch chat as well, talking, going in arrow. Aviator obviously not understanding me.
I mean, you can't hit all arrows. Wait, what's the saying? You miss all the arrows you don't shoot.
Fire, something like that.
something basketball.
Oh, this is gonna be a good invade, but nice sleep, and then great Gustium. Garrosh might actually fall. Oh, but this arrow is going straight into the entire team. Amazing setup here. But the what's it called? Nano Boost actually coming out in time, and Malfell finding himself on the entire enemy team. Bloodlust for the disengage and repositioning, and apparently, like, so far it is working in the favor of the team.
I didn't even see, but they also have Deadly Strike. This is epic. I love these ultimate choices, like, just realizing that there are situational times where you should pick these ultimates. I mean, just making it work with these, like, non-meta choices is really interesting.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Of course, structure leads in the favor of Slug here. Did a really good job last game, and they're also really showing that they're a really good team. Having 2 structures up on Sky Temple can be huge. Leaves open for map control, boss, trading the objectives here.
Yeah, 100%. All quests completed, by the way, right now from both sides. And this Unstoppable and Malfell, yeah, there it is. Insta snap pick. It's gonna be so huge here. We saw, like, last fight was really close to him not making it out, but then the nano boost into Tormented Souls and just, insta heal.
That's
but this self cleanse is gonna be huge.
Lee being a little bit forward there. Oh, stun coming out. Morgana's gonna be able to get away unscathed.
Imagine if they had Bloodlust for engage.
2 seconds. I'm so ready for it. I can't wait. So, a little bit of posturing here. There's a lot of play around these bushes here. We have Garrosh, we have Morgana's. This is like the bush kings. It's like if you step slightly in, it's not like a Murden will stun you for 1 second or 1.25 or however long it is. It's like super duper valuable. Oh, Alarak, big little bit of position here, missing the taunt here. He's not gonna be able to make a live Hanzo, picking it off in time there. That's a really important pick for them. That I will allow them to take the boss, and that could be a double objective as well. Although they don't necessarily need to put their whole team to defend the boss. That could allow them to do some sort of split. That would allow them to get really favorable position here.
I like that the red team just instantly realizes that they can contest, right? Since, as we told, like, both tanks have the unstoppable effect on them on demand, so no way they steal this boss away, and instead opting to apply pressure elsewhere and exactly in the opposite part of the map.
This was something I didn't expect. Instead of just going for the objectives, they just 5-man rotate to the boss. To pop the Bloodlust, they get the pick of the Monganis, and that's another pick and more structures. Of course, that does stop them from getting the mid objective temporarily, so...
Yeah, but... I mean, trading objects here, right? Getting 1 fort, and then trading objects, obviously, so the shots doesn't get wasted on the bottom fort, where the boss is gonna take them out anyway. It's
yeah,
really... Oh! Big
really
Alarak play coming
here.
up
Yeah, he's doing a lot of spicy stuff, just... Oh, that's another really good sleep dart. Not gonna allow them to pick up the Rhaegar, though.
But the red team just ignoring the boss right now. Now Siege Camp is gonna come and pressure the bot keep as well. He had to send someone back soon, but they actually get the trade in up here and have the counter pressure on top, so everything should be fine right now. The map looking very equal structure-wise for both teams.
So I don't think we're likely to see like an ending where the objective sort of just like finishes the core simply, right? So we have the bottom lane where the wall is up on the keep, and we have the mid lane where the wall is up for the keep. So just a 3-man team up, these teams are very likely to just beeline core with like the minimal amount of stuff that can get to just end the game.
100%.
So, is the boss likely to end the game? Maybe, but it's still like a good trade to be able to open up win conditions on both sides of the map.
Yeah, agreed. We actually see on 16, instead of Soul Collector, Malthael for Mortality on more W. Oh, the spicy Alarak placement with Taunt is out already. This is gonna be a Galaxy getting in position to find arrow up, right? The Bloodlust disengage, but Rhaegar finds himself in the grasp of the... Like, this Bloodlust disengage actually working out.
It's so cute, isn't it? But what I do like is that also the Alarak there is like, okay, we have it really good at, oh my god, Arna, and the Morganis being hit with that insane arrow and just leaving, just one-shotting that hero. Morganis has his ult, but just got cancelled there. That's a 10-second cooldown. 300, 400 HP, leaving, almost hitting him. That's the reason. That's, you see those 2 orbs?
Yeah, double orbs.
I was like, WWE, like right after each other.
Just spamming the button.
So, 3 kills.
So yeah, this is what you talked about as well. Just go, like, get some structure damage in, right?
Yeah, I like the response though from Slug. Low, yeah, going up to yoink the camp. Oh,
Eric blocking Blaze's path here, but it's not gonna make a difference because you know Blaze.
Yeah. Garrosh is full ping. Are they gonna be able? They're not gonna be able to get the keep. They do get some damage on that, so the bottom objective will finish it.
I think so.
With
right
some
now,
damage.
The minion wave going in actually securing the keep here. It's a great play here from xrayy.
Oh, top lane though, Garrosh is beelining.
He's beelining so hard. Even throwing minions to connect the Curide into a taunt.
Alarak's able to just push Garrosh away there, really controlling him. Dismounting Garrosh is really important.
And trading objects right now, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, obviously the mid game has been very aggressive from both sides, but we saw also in the early game how much more macro-centered this map is, man. Oh, the arrow coming from NA actually connecting to Europe. Really, really great job there by Galaxy. Oh, but weight is so low right here. Yeah, that's going to be the Antinate making sure that he falls. But what can Red Team do with this, though?
I mean, top object is up. Galaxy's being right now because we know that the enemy team is coming for him. And there we go. He got out in time, luckily.
Imagine if he was
in the bot lane,
getting aggroed by the... what's it called? Temple minions.
Yeah, the Guardians, or whatever you want to call them. I'm not entirely sure of what their official name is, but... So, I mean, they just go for top objective. You know, they think, you know, okay, they're probably rotating bot to try and take that object now. Then we'll just take top instead. Again, trading objects.
Yeah, great plays here. Coming out from blue side, really great rotations here as well. Red responding by going aggressive as well. So it's always like, this is HUTs, right? Just trading resources left and right. Going for the maximum value you can get in the least amount of time. So I like these plays also, like the response coming out from red side, really understanding the layout of the map and how it's supposed to be played. Even finding himself on the back foot, still getting really good value.
Is this a boss force on level 20 we're gonna see here? Oh, they're forcing it right now already, but Slug has some, you know. Yeah, okay, they see now. They're on their way and they just leash the boss. Just starting it, just having like a little thought. Maybe if they don't come, maybe if they start showing top, we can just finish the boss. But if they're missing for this Slug, we know that they're coming.
Oh, Slug actually continuing the boss. Is this gonna be
20 picked up right now?
Sneaked away, all the double unstoppable, but that makes it so the red team can just gust away here, actually snapping on the bus, but it's not worth the loss of Mal'Ganis. Still removing an in condition, right? It's really...
Yeah, is it worth it? I think that might be worth it. They didn't have 20. The boss would have ended in the opposite side. I think that was worth it.
Yeah, you're right. It's just me being a noob.
So, I mean, that allows them to pick up 20 here in a little bit. Of course, Alma and Valtail is right around the corner to be able to assist him. Garrosh is lurking. Is lurking. Look at him. Oh, the repulsion going onto the Alrak. Alrak has his level 20. I'm not sure what he picked up. It's the hasty bargain, but that's...
So no Counter-Strike at all. He's going full aggro here.
There's the Bloodlust coming up. It is not the Bloodlust, so... Taking a lot of damage here, though. Oh, the upgraded Gust coming in.
Out here.
Yeah.
Obviously, upgraded Bloodlust doesn't provide more movement speed, so that is why we're not seeing it. It only makes it so you have a higher lifesteal on basic attacks.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
And Storm Shield just being, Storm Shield, amazing talent. Very, very underappreciated. But we do see the Reaper of Souls by Meltdown. So,
oh my god, the infinite. Oh, the arrow was not going to be able to hit anyone. That's a very unfortunate. They have one dead still, so I mean, these structures are not going to stay long. There should be a full objective up. Yeah, almost a full objective. That will take up the mid keep. Maybe we'll take up the top keep. I'm not entirely sure. But that is going to be another structure, and it's going to be more catapults. Of course, they have decent wave clear for Slug, but...
Just more pressure in general, right?
Yeah, they need a trap here. They need a pick. Hanso, yeah, that's a spot on the freaks there. Yeah, getting pinged.
But this Garrosh Liming trap, though.
I'm seeing
on the other side, Anna is checking with all Mal'Ganis is low, though. Just a high hero. Health pool, sorry.
Hasty bargain being used there, but not hitting. That's not really what you want to see, and they're losing a keep for that trade. Yeah, they realize they have to back, so I mean that's a free camp and the invades.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be 100%. They have to give this camp up. Yeah, they know.
They're just going towards the core right now. If they can pick up some sort of hero,
But look at this pressure now and all. Like literally, red team has no vision at all.
Yeah.
It's gonna be super hard finding picks here. And this is what we talked about, right? They don't like blue team. The blue team doesn't have to take any fights here. They can just trade the next objective and they're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Because they're ahead in structures, right?
Right now, they need to clear those camps, they need to force a fight, and then they need to end the game. That's pretty much the only way that Slug will win now. The boss is still 1 minute and 40 seconds away. That's not going to be a viable end condition. Very, very likely. Oh, hello. Just, giving a little bit of smooch to the Mal'Ganis there from the place.
Just super tanky heroes being like, okay, you're here.
Yeah, I can't do anything about you being here.
Exactly. See you later. We see aggressive invade here coming Blaze. Oh, nice stun coming out there, and also the unstoppable to cancel out. Oh, Blaze really wanting this point. Oh, big wind tunnel coming out. Amazing lightning from Alrak coming out, dealing so much damage, and then on top of that, the Reaper of Souls getting sick value, extending the duration of Dominant Souls. Is this
the core though? The core, look at the core.
So
the core is starting to catapults. They need to be right now Falstad having all the flight and minions spawning at a very, very opportune moment. Of course, Rhaegar is already sitting on the pointy top. They have to respond to this very, very fast. 69%, 66. The core is taking a lot of damage. Oh, it's not going to be enough. Is it? 50%.
Not gonna be enough. No, it's not. Red
team
is going to be
though.
Able to get some of the map back here. Oh my god.
They cannot core right now. They have to take the options because of the macro pressure they have.
unfortunate situation, but obviously, like, getting double, like, that team fight was just what the Slug needed here. Obviously, you know, core is nice, right? But getting all all keeps isn't that bad either. Yeah, they are.
We'll get all keeps. They stopped capping top. No, okay, they're just holding off a little bit. Here's the boss, though. Yeah, they realized, boss, this is gonna be the last fight for both teams here. This is how the game will end. They are stopping the objectives right now because they can't end with the object anymore.
Freaks being so low in the mid lane. Needs to top up by Vienna.
Arrows. Oh, they're so low. This is.
Oh, they're going core. Oh, the blue team responding with a direct core rush here. Great play there. Hanzo and Li Ming just realizing they can. Garage only being here as distraction.
They need to be right now sending. They're stopping. They're back with the arrow. Oh my god! And now they're going core with 3 people. This is gonna be a. Yeah, this is gonna take out the core.
Great plays here. Imagine having wind tunnel here though. No, they popped it.
Because 5%, 4%,
oh, this is a
0%.
Actually, Li Ming and a Shimada on the core.
Oh my god.
And they get 2-0.
Wow.
Coming out from both teams. What a way to end the game.
That is one of the most insane endings to any game I've ever watched. Oh
yeah,
my god.
Bloodlust core rush.
That's like Gen G level of ending of a game there. That's like the Towers of Doom game, the Sky Temple game, and the mid-season brawl.
Oh my god, the Sky Temple and MSB was so amazing, yeah, not gonna lie.
Ending with 0% on the card. They had like 1 hero left. I don't even know who finished it. If that was Malfell, I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, of course Malfell wasn't the other team. So that was like, was that Hanzo or was that Ming? It was Hanzo, Ming, Rhaegar, right, on the core.
On this game, yeah, on this game.
On this game, yeah. And then 2 of them died, I think, and then there was only 1 hero left to be able to just that last little.
Yeah, great man. Imagine Foster not popping tunnel on. If he had wind tunnel though and hadn't used it on the boss, I think it's defendable actually. Yeah, but if you are a fan of the Slug though, everything is fine. This was the upper bracket final, or what you want to say, and they are gonna go down to the lower bracket. So they have another attempt, but they need to face off against what are they called? The Polish team Ujemno win ratio, and see if who of them qualify for the finals to go up against xrayy wins these every day.
I mean, sorry, go on.
I was just saying, to cast that, we are not going to be there. We're going to have like 2 of our co-casters, 2 of our other casters, Heroes at School, and it's Samurai taking these 2 games for you.
Yeah, but, I mean, they were the ones that were there also in, well, Heroes at School at least, was there in the last game. And, you know, or not last game, sorry, in the Cup yesterday, the Legendary Cup, you know. So it was really interesting, those games, and yeah, great set of casters, great people. It's going to be awesome.
If you want to play in Heroes Lounge next season, signups are open right now, and all you need to do is just go in there and sign yourself up. You can sign yourself up with a team or as a free agent, and if you are a free agent, the amazing, what's it called? Probably like the people behind Heroes Lounge are gonna find a team suited for you. So if you're just alone there but want to take like your Heroes experience to the next level, you can go in and sign up now. And that also leads us to Division S. I'm correct. Eric, maybe you want to say something about that?
Well, Division S is the highest level of play, Division S that is. And if you want to participate in Division S, where there's a lot of really, really good players, former pro players, you know, and, you know, the very cream of the top, however you want to put it, then the qualifiers are start for sign-up. Division S will start early next year, but of course you're going to qualify first and play, you know, so we have to find out which teams. And there's also a prize pool in that, so if you would like to donate to the prize pool to get, you know, a lot of hype going, a lot of, you know, really, really big interest in it, then, you know, make sure to, you know, give what you can. So if you type !div s in one word in the chat, you'll get a lot of information about it. You can also volunteer. Then you can contact Phallop, Phalop, in the Heroes Lounge Discord. Of course, you can join the Heroes Lounge Discord yourself and check out all the good stuff there. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for Division S, I think.
It does so.
Yeah.
I just hear here in the chat that Uyeme is negative, so it's negative win ratio.
Negative win rate. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, thanks
Also,
for all the
Aviator.
follows, by the way. It's really, really appreciated.
So great. Aviator saying, if Samu doesn't have Christmas jumper, otherwise riot. I love that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you would like to watch more of our stuff, me and Joachim does a lot of. We do a lot of casting. We do some Stormlink, of course, and some hilarious custom games, but mostly casting. We do cast on our Twitch channels, which is for me, it's twitch.tv/RainyDayEric in one word, basically the name I have over there. And for Joachim, it's twitch.tv/BabyHoudini, but the B is swapped up with the 1 and 3. So
because why not? Yeah, so if you want to hear us casting or just enjoy us talking with each other and watching us play as well, just come over and say hi. I mean,
yeah,
super friendly stream.
Also, thank you to the Heroes Lounge people, especially Karis, for setting up and being in the background, and of course allowing us with this great opportunity to come on here and cast these games. They have been insanely fun, and it's been a great time.
Yeah, he's been actually producing, sitting in the background here all day. So shout out to him and
what a lad!
Thank you for having us. Yeah, what a lad! The true MVP. I think that's it for us.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Watching us at least. Of course, there will be more people casting the next matches. We have, let's see, 2 or 3 more matches. It should be 2, shouldn't it? Yeah, there's 2 more matches. Yeah. There's the lower bracket, and then there is the grand final, and you do not want to miss out on those things. So stay tuned, and we will be back soon.
We will.